Tim has written several songs I sing with the band, and I like that particular song because it's got a good story in it, you know.
Billy broken again, his woman and his best friend. He turned his back and they jumped a track. Now Billy is broken again.
It's a guy who can't get along in society.
Yeah,
and so he acts out in ways that makes bad decisions and ends up paying for it.
Yeah, it's just a good song. It's kind of like I was at one point in my life.
He accuses me of writing songs about his life, but it's not conscious. It just turns out to be.
Now the hangman's noose, you're swinging the air. Billy's off on a binge. Billy's done had his revenge.
It's called Broke Billy. It has elements, cliche type elements. He's a guy out in the woods, kind of independent, and catches his wife with his best friend and does them in, and then the sheriff chases him, and you know, a little bit of a throwback. You know, he's got a still, and the sheriff stakes out the still looking for him. So it's, you know, some things that are in half the bluegrass songs that are out there. But as far as the musical part of Broke Billy, the idea is what we were calling hillbilly Latin. So it's trying to get a little bit of a Latin beat to it with Appalachian storyline.
Billy awake in the night, wondering how to make it right. Doesn't know what he's doing, his life is in ruins. Billy stays out of sight. Now Billy is broken the hills. Sheriff's done staked out his still. The dog's getting closer, it's almost over. Billy is broken a chill.
The thing which I like about our band is there's always been these songs I have liked and have wanted to play, and I finally was able to get with a group of people who was like, okay, you know, we'll play that song or those songs, and it might not sound exactly like it was recorded, but we seem to be able to take songs and be creative with the interpretation of it.
Several of us were in a band back in the 80s called Homebrew, and that was Eli Williams here, myself, and Tim Rhodes. Jerry, fiddle player, he and I played in a band back in the very early 80s, late 70s, called the Bat Creek Boys. And we, you know, always kept in contact. I mean, there'd be jam sessions and things even when we didn't have a band.
We seem to get together and leave everything outside of, you know.
We all bring a different background of music in, so it's expands. Every person expands their horizons with what others are bringing.
And I probably came out of a background slightly more rock and roll than these guys, but back in, when was it, '96, I went to my first Merle Fest, and right about that time I started drifting away from the rock and roll and the jam bands and things of that nature, and start trying to do more acoustic music. And that's how Tom and I started playing together in the late '90s, 2000 roughly, when I stopped touring and I came off the road, and Tom and I started doing this. It was, you know, just easy. It was
Easy is a good word for it. It's just
right.
easy.
It's always, you know, I mean, you know, in 13 years, I think we've had one argument.
Don't know how and I don't know why. All I know is that we tried, making it better in every way. Come on now, people, what you say? Is there more to life than that? Simple pleasures, while it lasts. Is there more to life than that? Simple pleasures, smile, smile. sun coming up, oh, the rain pouring down. Feel the breeze, yeah, you hear the sound. Oh, the laughter that's in our heart. You know there is no way to stop. And I'm more than nothing there. Some pleasures while I laugh. And I'm more than nothing there. Some pleasures, smile, 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 and you live.
More to Life is actually one of the first songs that I wrote when I moved back. I grew up here, and like most people in the area, 2 weeks after high school I moved out to Colorado. Was out there for almost 10 years, and when I moved back with 2 daughters and a whole lot of debt and a whole lot of responsibility, and I was going to school. And More to Life is a song about why can't we look at life a little more simply? Can't we just take care of each other? Can't we try and find the things that make us happy rather than just staying in the middle of the rat race?
Better look up, yeah, you better look down.
Whoever writes a song, it's generally what they want. Like when Eli brings in a song, he'll kind of define what it's going to be, what the harmonies are going to be. If John brings in one, it's that way.
Previous CDs that we've done, they have followed certain themes or been more constrained in their collection of tunes. But this, I think, really represents a lot of what you hear when you come out to hear us.
We've got 3 or 4 very traditional things. We have a tune called Love, Oh Love, Please Come Home, which was a big hit for Reno and Smiley, who were a top-name bluegrass band who actually lived in Roanoke in the 50s and 60s. Eli has 2 tunes on. He has just a great mainstream bluegrass tune. I think it's one of our best tunes, if not our best tune, totally. And, you know, a relationship song. So these are always popular. And then he's got a kind of a western swing song we just added.
It's a big variety, and I love variety of music. And I've been wanting to play with them for a long time. I had the opportunity to do so now, and yeah, I just love everything. You'll be playing a song out of the 20s one minute, and then you'll be playing a Grateful Dead the next song, and it keeps you on your toes.
Tell me that I'm just a fool, but I see the signs. My ears have opened up to hear the sirens whine. I know now what it's calling for, this move is mine. I just think I'll leave these blues behind. I can see outside my window a better world coming to sight. And I know just any day now I will leave these blues behind. See outside my window a better world coming to sight. And I know just any day now I will leave these blues behind. I can see outside my window a better world